Derek Carr, Week 7 analysis, J.T. O'Sullivan, the quarterback school. You had to know this video was coming. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to watch all 43 minutes. With the way I pause videos, this would take years to finish. So we're going to watch some of it, but I really wanted to put it on the channel because I wanted to give it a little bit of promo. I wanted to get it on y'all's radar because right now, as sports fans, we have so much information available to us from great sources. Whether it's videos like this breaking down tape, breaking down the All-22, the analytical groups like Sumer Sports, who are really digging into box scores and digging into stats to let us know what's right and what's wrong. I implore you to follow those people. I implore you to watch their channels, check their Twitters, ask them questions. The time to rely on Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman and whoever to give you hot takes, that time is over. It's one thing for me to say, I think Derek Carr is checking the ball down. I think Derek Carr is having trouble at the line of scrimmage. It's one thing for me to say that, but to watch JT break it down, it lets you know it is happening, right? So we're going to watch this video. We're going to watch some of it, and then please, on your own time, go ahead and finish it. Watch the thing in its entirety. And if you ever want to know, like, who should you be following, who should you be watching and reading and whatnot, reach out to me on Twitter, and I will give you a list of who I think the best in the business are. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am J.T. O'Sullivan.
Yes.
Today, Derek Carr, Thursday Night Football. Tough
horrible
L,
game.
tough
Horrific.
performance, both for the quarterback, in my opinion, and the entire offensive unit.
and
we
the
are breaking
fans.
it down. Let's get it going.
Yes.
Welcome to the QB School.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. What an intro. What an intro. So much happening on the screen. I need to get some QB school merch. I need to get a hat. I need to get something here. I mean, that promo
Before we dive into the video,
had
a
to
quick
cost
reminder about
tens
the
of
quarterback
thousands of
school
dollars.
Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock
we're
of this
skip,
channel.
Look, we're going to skip all this stuff, but go support. If you like his content, go watch it. Support his Patreon, all that stuff. Support the creators.
To the quarterback school Patreon community, join. The link is in the video description.
Yes.
I appreciate your support. As for this video,
No problem.
let's get into it.
Let's
All right,
go.
we're really doing it. Derek Carr, the fade fest right out the gate, hitting the back of our head. This is a tough one for
Real
me.
bad.
There's a lot of tough ones for me in this one. I'm not going to lie. Right here.
So a lot of what I've been saying, a lot of what everyone's been saying, is that Carr seems to be way too busy at the line. He seems to be moving things around a lot because he either doesn't trust the offensive line or whatever. And because of that, it seems to be creating some confusion or miscommunication, whether it's people running the wrong route or Carr seeing different things, or somehow what he's communicating at the line is not what happens on the field. And it's easy, like I've said in a couple of videos leading up to this, it's easy to just say, you know what, Pete Carmichael sucks. But whenever you see a play like this, it's like this has nothing to do with Pete Carmichael. This is all at the line and all of what's happening in the play.
Here, you can see Carr. He's pointing to the back, saying, hey, you got to the right. Go over there and block him. Well, that means that I'm going to be hot to the left. Dog, you're too old to be missing plays like this. This can't happen to a veteran guy. Getting hit in the back of the head after we reset.
Yeah, I mean, you can see right here, Carr, he's shifting everything over. He moves Kamara over to block to the right. And Carr should be looking down here where he knows the pressure's coming from, right? And when you see like Carr, he never looks at all. He never looks. And he's the one who laid it all out there. So like watch Michael Thomas on this route.
The protection. So what's going on here? The offensive line is going to slide to their left. So these three are going to slide to these three. Okay. The two guys up top are going to be here and here.
And then Kamara's
the
picking
back
up the
bend,
linebacker.
It looks like Carr is telling him he's going here one.
Yeah. So that means Carr's leaving him to blitz. Okay. Carr knows where it's coming from. He's let you know exactly what's happening. So Carr has to know that he's coming free and Thomas has no one on him virtually.
Okay, so when this guy blitzes here, the back's got to go block him, which he does. That then makes this guy the quarterbacks. So he is hot.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't look this way. The guy he probably would throw to is standing by himself, clapping, going crazy, which is a different conversation for maybe later in this video. But it's all bad. Y'all, this is bad ball in the preseason, let alone bad ball week 7.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas is wide
veteran
open.
quarterback.
I mean, wide open.
What's he looking? Look at him clapping.
Gets hit by
here.
the guy he
it's
lets.
It's embarrassing. If I'm being honest, it's embarrassing film. Where's he even throwing this? Not to the hybrid guy, I hope, in the slot. Hell no. The guy down here. Throw it to 13. What are we doing? What are we doing?
But like, this is a good example of what I keep saying we're seeing of these balls who are just thrown into nothingness. The balls that are thrown into just completely open space. Like this play, right?
Not
for
to the
all
hybrid
that Carr
guy,
did,
I hope, in the slot.
It ends up being a throw. Granted, he gets hit, but it ends up being a throw to just completely open space, empty space. And if we're not watching this video right now, you could just say, "Oh, bad design," right? Bad design, bad whatever. Not Carr's fault. He gets hit, but it is Carr's fault. And Thomas is wide open. If you look down here, Shaheed and Thomas, there's one guy over here, and all that stuff Carr did before the snap was to set up this. This is an easy completion. This is an easy first down here. But instead, we get the little flutter pass basically to the referee.
What? Hell no. The guy down here. Throw it to 13. What are we doing? What are we doing? Just really, really like gut-wrenching, stomach ache football. Oh. And of course, we're going to be up on our toes. Boom. Bad ball. Okay, this is one of the things that I normally do for the more quarterback Patreon-centric videos, the longer format videos, but I like to watch people in the crowd, people on the sideline. We're going to roll with this.
Man, I hope he doesn't find me. God, if he found the boys during this game, first of all, I had 2 dome dogs. I mean, I had double dome dogs. This would not have been the time. What quarter are we in here? Okay, it's the first quarter. This would have been okay. I would have been all right here. I would have had both dome dogs still. Well, I would have had one dome dog in hand. One would have already been gone. But man, I hope he doesn't find me. Let's skip to the play here. All right, let's get back to the next play.
He gets ass knocked down. The over is number 2. The backside in is number 3. We go never in history ball with a ball probably a yard too high, and it's no touchdown. So to me here, there's just so many layers of bad. The ass knockdown right here, not throwing it to the back line. You see number 2 in the top right? He's got his back
over
turned.
Here.
Just throw it to the number 3 guy. Right there. Just throw it. He's open. That's open in the NFL. Instead, we bail. Still open on the back line. Still open. Then we throw it, and it's going to go in the front row. Now, the guy makes a hell of a catch from Shaheed. Out of bounds.
Almost unbelievable.
We play in the CFL. Damn. So this play, really popular in the league. I think there's a lot to like about it. Like the design. I want to make sure I mention the ones that I like. So this little like slant and then out play. Okay, little whatever you want to call it. Whip, arrow, return, don't care. Well, if that's number 1, okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be the over, like race to the back pylon. That's number 2. Then the number 3 here is going to be in motion. So he's a guy in motion. He's going to run that back line. Again. That's number 3. Great. Easy to see. Well, the first thing that goes sideways is right here. We're going to knock this guy down with our ass.
So he takes this away. All right. Oh, the ass knocked down. Nice.
Probably not great football. Number 2 is not there. Number 3, the DB type right here. He's going to turn his back. He's got his back turned. He is facing the end line. Just throw it. It's open. That's open in the NFL. It might not be open to you on Thanksgiving, but it's open. We got to throw that ball. So, unfortunate down here at the bottom to get blocked out.
Yeah, you never want to see that.
Okay, LOL.
Never want to see that.
Got to get stronger, bigger, faster, stronger. Okay, the over not
he's
there.
He's taken away.
The back line in. Yep. Double mailbox.
Way open.
Double mail.
I mean, you look at this. Again, you look at these guys and they're just wide open on islands. And not only are they open, but they're waving. Like Shaheed is waving. Shaheed is asking for the ball here, just like Thomas was on the last play.
Bigger, faster, stronger.
Shaheed.
Okay, the over not there. The back line in. Double mailbox. Double mailbox. Throw it. Right there. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. We don't have to bail. They're in drop 8. They're in drop 8. Just stay in the pocket. Just throw it.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about, too, before the season, we talked about Carr feels pressure early, and he tends to have a quick clock where he feels it. And if you watch it here, like that's
they're in
very
drop
obvious
8.
here.
Just
look at where he is. Look at the pocket. Like we hear a lot. There's comments on every video talking about how bad the offensive line is. You look at this pocket. The last thing Carr has to worry about here is pressure. He has all day right here. And like JT says, he not only does he have a wide open receiver, but he holds it for too long. God, Olave is in hell down here. But he holds it and then he takes off. Bails. See you later. Bails out of a clean pocket.
Just throw it. It's open. The guy's got his back.
Bails into pressure. Like he bails.
Just stay in the pocket.
He almost bails to find these defenders over here.
Throw it. It's open. The guy's got his back turned. Instead, we have to go create, do something that we're not, and then we miss a touchdown. And it just, it continues to just feel like, golly, what is happening? No, don't go anywhere. Where are you going? Drop 8. Have some patience. Just throw it. That is open. Throw high back 5 right at that back judge, right at the pillars, right at his face. That's a touchdown. Set your feet. Throw a touchdown there. Good night. Next one here. This is a nice one. Threw a couple nice corners down here to the bottom. The guy in motion is going to run a choice. The number 1 is running a 7 or a corner. So we read this thing low to high, low, no, high, yes. Drive it right on him. Outstanding.
All right, there we go.
This is really well done.
Moreau.
And we're really excited for 87 that he caught this one.
I was just about to say that.
We can empathize with him later. Right here, this is a nice job from Carr. Seeing no to the choice underneath. Yes to the corner. Again, post motion here. So move him, get him off the ball, thinking, okay, we're going to get an opportunity to get that little choice route underneath. This is where the ball ends up going, on the corner or the 7.
Super
Here's
tight throw,
choice,
too. I mean,
off
super
the ball
tough
in
throw.
motion. Reason I say it's a choice is because it kind of slows it. And then he's going to run to get open. In, out. Some teams let you get to the post. So you read this thing. 1 here to the choice, 2 to the corner. And it's just that simple. Really nice job by Carr here, trusting the pass protection, staying in there, and going 1 to 2. No, yes. And you can see him kind of, that's not a shrug, that's a turn down. So he's like, got it. And the ball's outstanding, driven right up on the numbers. Really nice rep. This is well done from 4 in 87. Nice pass protection as well.
Again, no super clean pocket. Yep.
Yes to the end. But you can still see just kind of like the foundation of his feet. Always that kind of like ballerina vibe. Bouncing around, moving to trouble, moving. Right here, it works out. Nice strike. Next one here, 4th and 2. This is going to be mesh gone wrong. Okay, certainly a turnover-worthy throw, interceptable. Lots of bad. Okay, probably a flag on 13 here, running right there.
Oh, yeah, 30. Can't do that.
But even if first of all, I don't think they operate the mesh correctly, first of all. There's just so many.
Now, this has been a concern, is the route tree. So a lot of people are saying that the route trees are too close. Receivers are running too similar routes, and they end up around each other. Obviously, in a mesh, everyone's crossing everything, but we might be crossing a little too close here.
Talk about the layers of bad. The first part, I'll draw up the play. So in my opinion, this is mesh. First one over the top, second one over the top. Whether he's supposed to run a hook or not, we don't know because he gets jacked or he jacks himself. Here's where the ball ends up being thrown on the shallow.
This is like the Madden play. If you play Madden, you run this probably 70% of the time, where it's just everyone crosses, see who's beating their man, see whose defender gets lost, get him the ball short, and have some yak.
It's probably paired with the rail here from the number 3 or the swing. So kind of 1 to 2 is how, and most teams are trying to get this 2 ball. Okay, so what goes wrong here? Why are you being so negative, JT? Jeez Louise. Well, your guy, the bulldozer here, gets jacked at the line. He doesn't realize they're playing tackle football. He's the first clear. So he gets jacked right here by the edge. That's bad. So when he gets jacked, he gets super shallow. So now our mesher.
Yeah, so this is what happens. So this is Taysom. So Taysom basically is running into Olave's route.
Is running over the mesh.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one here.
So then it forces Olave out here, which then makes Olave go into Thomas. Domino effect.
The number one. He's coming across here. As he runs across, he's going to full on run right into the corner. Now, I'm all about getting a rub, even a illegal pick sometimes that doesn't get called, but this is going to get called all the time.
Yeah, you can't have a moving screen.
So that happens. Then we're going to continue on the mesh and throw it, and we don't see the edge player who's standing right in the throwing lane. Like, I mean, we're looking right here. We have to be able to see that. It's 3 layers of bad, and they kind of get lucky that it's not, an interception that's returned for significant gain. So watch 7 up top get jacked. Now watch the collision. Boom. Yeah. Now watch us throw it right through someone's hands.
You're talking about like this throw, like JT just said. I mean, Carr's releasing it. Y'all can't see because of the Callaway hat, but Carr's releasing it. Olave is here. This guy is just. He might as well be holding a sign that says free interceptions. I mean, he's right in the throwing lane, directly through the throwing lane. So Carr is not seeing this at all.
I mean, this is 4th down. This is the gotta have it play. That's your gotta have it play execution. You can't have one of those mistakes, let alone 3 of those mistakes.
It's something else I talk about a lot is dead plays. We have way too many plays on 4th down, 3rd down, where the play's dead immediately, whether it's because of stuff like this, or because Carr's throwing it away, or because we have miscommunication, he's throwing it to nobody. Like, there's way too many of these plays that happen during a game where, every possession is important. And if we're throwing away, completely just tossing out 20 possessions to stuff, or like 10% of our possessions to stuff like this, can't win like that.
It's sloppy. I hate the back cutting from the backfield as well. It's just so many layers of bad. Carr's going backwards with his footwork. Oh my goodness. So this next one here is one of those examples that I think does a nice job of showcasing Carr playing too quickly. He is going essentially
back that foot. Was like, you look at that. I mean, JT's going to break it down, but Carr is releasing this ball before he's even back there. Before he's even set, this ball's coming out to Kamara. Nothing is even happening, and this ball is out.
Check down. And you don't see a lot of quarterbacks do this in the league. This is a fast way to piss off everybody on the perimeter, to basically just reject the play and throw a check down.
Again, we're talking about design. We're talking about Carmichael. We're talking about whatever. The play didn't even happen. Like this play never even takes place. All this play is Derek Carr getting back, barely even getting all the way back, and unloading to Kamara. No one else even has to be on the field during this play. There's not enough time for Carr to even look at what anyone else is doing, much less the receivers actually get to their route.
Now, I'm not saying it never happens, like 3rd and forever, maybe this happens. But right here, and the way that you can tell this is because you can tell when a quarterback hits his back foot. So whatever the drop is, hits his back foot. Where is the number 1? There's usually a number 1 deep down the field. So we don't have to know the read to look at the play and say, this is a curl, this is a post, this is like another curl 7-stop thing. So somebody here is the number 1. We actually don't care who it is. But the fact that he has hit his back foot and is throwing the check down, before.
I would assume this ball is going to come out before any of these 3 get to a route, like to the stopping point of a route. So basically, and I can understand where, if you're doing this all game, if you're Chris Olave, I can understand where you're getting pretty frustrated. Because it's like, my man, I'm not even into my route, and the ball is gone. Why am I even out here?
Before any of these guys come out of their play, they're not close to coming out of these routes.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you could throw the post versus middle field open, but the ball is already in the air to the check down. We're already throwing it. This is the type of shit that just doesn't make sense when you turn on the film. This hurts eyes. So watch him at the top. Play fake.
All right, so right here, the ball's coming out, right? Yeah, I mean, they're barely even down the field. Carr is about to let it go. Let's see.
Back
trying
foot.
to get it right on it.
Okay. Where's he supposed to be looking?
JT's doing the same thing. Okay.
I don't know. Check down. That's a 1-hitch check down.
And it's not like
he's, before he gets into a hitch, he's throwing it.
And again, look at the pocket. Like, again. He's letting this go. Anything could develop. He could step up. He could go over here a little bit. Pocket seems to be okay. Nothing's really falling apart. Now, is this Carr not protecting or not trusting the pocket, not trusting the protection? Is this him feeling that he's about to get hit here instead of what's actually happening? That's what it seems like. But like Olave certainly has a lot of space here. I'm not saying he would have been open, but there is space. Like there is time to let this progress.
Check down.
And I don't care what the design of a play is. This up here could have been designed by Bill Walsh, but this ball is going to Kamara. Mike McDaniel, Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, and Bill Walsh all could get around the table and design this part of the routes for this part of the play for the next 30 straight days. It's not going to matter because Carr has decided way before any of this develops that he's getting to Kamara.
Look at the balls in the air. Look at the receivers.
And again, it's before the line to gain, which I say all the time is a plague. He's throwing it well before the line to gain. He knows where the ball has to get to.
They're not in the route. I mean, they haven't turned yet. Now they're turning. So either he's taking the wrong drop, and it's supposed to be a 7-step, or this thing is all discombobulated, and he's just hijacking this shit and throwing checkdowns. But that is a fast way to piss people off. I mean, there's no way. The thing that I always tell wide receivers is if you're mad that you're not getting the ball, watch the quarterback hit the back foot and tell me, are you open? Are you ready to be there? Especially if you're the number one guy. If you're not, we've got some issues with the design and offensive architecture. Next one here, third down. Third and six. This one will make you sick. Right. The slot to the bottom. It's a touchdown. We got to throw it.
Oh, but look at that.
We got to throw it. I know someone's going to screenshot me this.
Look
right
here. Look at Olave.
Okay, don't do that. But we have to throw this ball.
Look at Olave right here, boys.
Come on, dog. We have to throw this ball. I know that there are people.
3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Olave, you're probably the number one guy. Probably your best receiver. Wide open.
People around you. I know you're not 100%, but we have to throw that ball. We cannot miss.
And where does he go? Ladies and gentlemen? 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Olave is wide open down the field.
The slot to the bottom.
Where's he go?
It's a touchdown.
Check down. Alvin Kamara in front of the sticks. Where's he go? We need 6. How about 4? Alvin Kamara. Look at Olave.
We got to throw it. I know someone's going to screenshot me this right here. Okay, don't do that. But we have to throw this ball. Fuck, man. Come on, dog. We have to throw this ball. I know that there are people around you. I know you're not 100%, but we have to throw that ball. We cannot miss that. And that's not one of those things where like, we don't know the read. What could it be? You know, there's a bunch of different things. It's the bones of 4 verticals with a shallow.
Oh, God. See the Jags
so what
guy
does that
just
mean?
dab
that means
all
that
over
we are
him?
running
Tough.
What I'm going to call is a special. Who knows what they call it? Could be an over. Could be anything. Here's the seam. Here's the go. That's the bones of 4 verticals 3x1. I love this play with the shallow. So there it is.
This is another Madden play. Everyone in Madden knows this play, right? It's basically all verts with a little bit of extra sizzle in there just in case you don't want to just throw deep balls. So this is a Madden play all the time.
There are different ways to read this, in my opinion. Okay, just my opinion. Man, I like to go 1 to 2 and kind of alert this if you like it. Okay, so that's the man reads. M in black. Okay, zone. I prefer to go seam 1. If it's middle field open, you can go 1 to 2 here, down to 3. But at the end of the day, this is a half field safety. This is a seam route with what I would consider your best perimeter player. This is wide ass open.
Wide open from the jump, too.
Cannot miss. See, it's not like a trick-em dick-em play where we're running double moves or anything.
Okay,
this is a clean, simple seam versus a half-field safety who's wide open. Have to throw it, dog. That double mailbox right there, that is sickening. And the ball's already in the air to the check down. Just cannot happen. It will make wide receivers furious, and rightfully so. Again, he's looking check down. As soon as he 1, 2, 3.
Watch his head. Watch his eyes. Look at him. He's staring at Kamara.
He's looking 13, check down. He never even gets to the slot. So maybe they're telling him to read it that way. And if that's that, then that's on them. But this will make you sick if you're 12 out there running with a double mailbox up for a touchdown. Down 4th and 4, we're going to work the option to the back out the backfield.
Damn it.
Nice route.
Again, like 4th and 4. Again, like I know it works out here, but where are we going? You need 4? How about 2? And then we'll see what happens. Like throwing the ball in front of the line to gain drives me crazy.
Nice route. Nice job staying in bounds here, getting something special down the sideline as well.
Thank God for
it's
Kamara.
Nice to have a safety blanket that can get at and create like that.
Thank God.
I will say personally, I think 41 is a guy who really struggled in this game, both in pass protection and just maybe they're asking him to do too much. But this is what he does. So to me, this is just an option out the backfield. Whether you call it an option or a choice, it really doesn't matter. He's coming up. He can go in, out, hook up, probably hopefully go to the slant too. It's often paired. We've already seen it with that 7 or corner today. But he's just going to come out here and say, hey, it doesn't matter who you put there. No backer or safety is going to be able to handle me in space. And that's exactly what happens.
Good on the design for Pete to get Alvin in that mismatch situation. We always talk about that, getting the playmakers in space where they can do things. Perfect. But my God, if I have to see another 4th and 6 go for 4 yards, 3rd and 7 go for 5, like that drives me nuts.
Just a great job here of getting to it. Carr throws a nice strike to the flat. It's a first down. Okay, you got to at least acknowledge the film is the film when there's good stuff here. 4th and 4, give one of your best players the opportunity to win in space. Like it. Nice execution. Nice little chunk down the sideline. Next one here. Another nice throw from Carr.
To 2nd and 9.
Olave down here, the number 1 at the bottom, running a hook.
There you go, Derek.
I don't think he does himself any favors with the technique that he's using. I know, he's a San Diego dude. People speak really highly of him. Never talked to him, never met him.
Hard to watch that.
But I can tell you that this ain't it at the top of the route. So this hook route at the top, for me, there's all sorts of bad. So the first thing here is that we're putting our landing gear down. This is quarterback school, not wide receiver school, so don't freak the hell out. But as we get up here, putting the landing gear down in my lexicon is our arms come out and are wide. So we stop and our hands are out. So not only are we not going to be fast in and out of these breaks, but we're going to be leaning because we're all out of balance because we're crazy wide with our hands. And then we're going to roll this thing in here and be kind of late because we're stumbling out of this thing. And I think Carr does a good job here of throwing a heater right at him.
Carr did what he had to do,
it surprises him. So it's almost like he's like chilling at the top of this thing, and he's using weird, slow turning technique, and it's all bad, and he gets a little exposed at the top. I thought he got exposed a lot of the night. That right there.
Yeah, I mean, this has to be a completion. Has to be a completion.
Both these hands.
And Olave stumbling all over himself and falling down at the 10-yard line and the ball just flying past him. Yuck.
Now, both wide like that. Like, you got your hazards on. What are you doing, dog? Keep your...
There's more dogs in this video than 101 Dalmatians. I mean, unreal verbiage from J.T. Again, pocket, clean.
Arms pumping. Keep running back to the quarterback there and expect the ball. Expect the ball right on your face right when you turn. That is not it. Both hands out like that. Wide turn, falling. Because we're falling, our hands go down, and then we're not able to get them back up to catch the ball. That's a perfect throw.
Yeah.
It's certainly a good enough throw. That's a tight NFL window in the red zone. I mean, it's wide open. We got to catch that. Damn. And again, it's not one of those things where I'm, necessarily like looking to assign blame. It's every...
Jamal Williams picks up this linebacker. I mean, watch Jamal right here. Get every bit of 5.
Clip. Someone seems like they're making big mistakes.
Give me some of this.
Again, for me, I don't love this kind of footwork where we're bouncing around all over the place, moving over the guard. Okay, but right here, he lets it go on time. He throws an absolute fastball.
Got to be there.
If that ball gets tipped or not right there.
I mean, regardless.
I mean, it goes right by his ear. Come on, 12.
Oh.
32 seconds before half. We got a big opportunity for a flag or back pylon down here to the bottom. To me, this ball has to be thrown. We hold on to it too long. We fumble, strip sack, fortunate to get it back right there, or it'd be another 3 points. But for whatever reason, we're just not seeing it. And again, I personally dislike the footwork at the top of these drops, where I think it goes like backwards. See him hit his back foot right there on the line, and then watch it go back, 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 back. Now we're holding on to the ball. Now the ball comes out. So, and I think it's even worse when you turn on the film. And again, what I would consider their best player is running a deep shot, what I'm calling this back pylon. So deep, and you set it high versus a safety. Okay, that's not a corner, a safety type. You have to throw this ball. It's open. And when it's paired with, your backup, tight end, quarterback running a sail, it doesn't make it easy. But what this corner does here, as soon as he settles at all, this ball is up. This is a go. Got to throw it. We need a big chunk right before half. Got to throw it. Have to throw it. So, just watch this thing play out to the bottom. I'm not sure exactly what the...
All right, so we're looking here. Carr in the pocket. Taysom doing his thing. Olave here.
Got to throw Carr, it. Right? Yep. As soon as 31 settles right there,
So as soon as 31 coming up, as soon as he's taking some of Taysom, JT is saying, if you're Derek, you have to know, all right, I'm going to have behind him, and you got to take a shot at that throw. The second 31, and if 31 says, you know what, Taysom's Taysom, not worried about that, I'm going to go back with Olave, then obviously, boom, Taysom.
You got to throw it. The ball is up. The ball's up. Throw it. Just throw it as far as you can, right to the front pylon. Damn. Those are big opportunities that we're getting lucky that we're getting the ball at the end of these plays. It's one thing if you're holding on to the ball, nobody's winning, you don't have any perimeter skill. They got some dudes on the perimeter.
Yeah, you hear all the time about, quarterbacks holding the ball because no one's open. That's not the case.
They've got guys winning. We look like we're trying to force it to the third string quarterback on a sail route when our best receiver is running a deep one-on-one with the safety. Halftime, you dig the channel, and you have it.
All right, halftime, as JT said, look, we're going to end it there. Love this video. Love these kind of videos. And I hope watching some of this kind of opens your eyes of like, whoa, there's a lot happening here. Like, there's a lot happening on these plays. And unless you do the work and watch things like this, it's hard to know, is it the line? Is it Carr? Is it Carmichael? Is it the wide receivers? So thank you, J.T. O'Sullivan, for the video. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Leave a comment below. Especially, leave a comment if you watch the entire video. Like, go to his channel, finish it. There's still 23 minutes of this left, or 22 minutes of this left. So go watch in its entirety and comment what you learned, what you think, what you saw, things like that. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. More of this, and less tier rankings from Dan Orlowski. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.